What's going on, guys? You already know what it is. It's your boy Julius with Exclusive, back at it with another one, man. This is gonna be a quick video. I'm gonna be painting those engine covers that I took off from last week. I'm gonna go ahead and get those painted. I got 4 or 5 wires. I gotta figure out where they go. The labels fell off when I was putting the bike back together, so I don't know what they plug into. I went ahead and bought a service manual on eBay for like $8, and I'm gonna see if I can find a wiring diagram on there. Hopefully there is one. So figure out those wires, get the fluids put back in, the oil, the antifreeze, all that good stuff. And shoot, if I have time, maybe at the end of this video, I'll go ahead and give that start button a push. So we'll see, man. Project Gsxr, let's get it. So here are the parts that need to be painted. I've already sanded a few. I sanded those down with 80 grit sandpaper. They had some deep scratches that I had to get out. Some of them are not perfect. If you look close in here, there's still some scratches in there, but they're pretty deep. I don't want to sand all the way down to them, so I'm gonna just go ahead and fill it up with some primer and all that good stuff. Hopefully that'll help it, but just being all black, you're not gonna really notice it once it's done. So, but these are sanded with 80 grit sandpaper. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it one more time. Now that I got all the rough spots out, I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with some 120 grit sandpaper and hit it with primer. So get back with you in a second. So all the pieces have been sanded with 120 grit sandpaper. I've got to clean them off and stuff. It's about 9:30 at night over here, so I'm not gonna be cleaning them off and taping them off today, but tomorrow I'll clean them off, tape everything off, and hopefully put some primer on it. All right, so I got my pieces primed. I sanded these with 80 grit sandpaper, then 180 grit sandpaper and primed it. I'm not sure why I did it that way. I ended up watching a YouTube video afterwards. I probably should have went down to 300 grit. I ended up trying to sand the primer with 300 and it took the primer right off. So I did it wrong, but anyway, I'm at 180 grit sandpaper with these. I'm gonna go ahead and wet sand the primer before I put the base coat on. I've got here 800 grit sandpaper. It said do 6 to 800. I'm gonna go ahead and use the 8. I really don't want to redo this part, so they're not looking too bad. They're pretty smooth. I've got some slight imperfections still. This was a pretty deep gash. I don't know why it's so blurry. If I can get it on camera, yeah. So that was a pretty deep gash here. I'm gonna go ahead and let it slide. I'm hoping when I get it in black and get it in the engine, it's not gonna look too bad. Honestly, I covered these with Sharpies for the most part, and they didn't look bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and get going, wet sand it here while I'm in the sink, and hopefully get some paint on them tonight, but definitely by tomorrow. So here go the pieces, all primed, all wet sanded with 800 grit sandpaper. Some of the edges I actually did lose some of the primer, and I laid primer on pretty thick on these, but some of the edges I did lose some of the primer with the 800 grit sandpaper. I'm gonna go ahead and paint. Honestly, I just want to get these up and going so I can get this bike started. This one and this one I will most likely be replacing later on down the road with I think they're Woodcraft. They got a couple of different options. So far I've been looking at the Woodcraft ones. Right now they're like 200 bucks a piece. I want to make sure I got this bike started before I spend money like that, and I want it to look nice if it does start while I ride it. These other ones, worst case scenario, if the paint doesn't hold, I'll take it all off and go get it powder coated, maybe replace them, I'm not sure. But as of right now, I just want the bike to start. I want to go for a few rides. I want it to look good as possible without all those scratches. Hopefully it just doesn't flake all the way off. But yeah, as you can see, I still have some slight imperfections. Just some small ones. They're really not that bad, to be honest. I didn't sand all the way down into the deep scratches because I didn't want to make that material that thin. You know, they make the material as thick as they do for a reason, so I don't want to thin it out all the way down. So it's not leaking any oil where it is, and it's not looking too bad now that I've sanded it and primed it and all that good stuff. So we're gonna move forward. I'm gonna let these dry. They're still a little wet. Hang them outside, tape some of these areas off again, and hit them with the black paint. The black paint that I have is semi-gloss Dupla color paint. I'll show that to you when I get outside. I gotta get it out the cabinet. So, but yeah, here we go. It started raining outside, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and go through this service manual. The table of contents sucks, to be honest. I can't tell where I would even find a service manual in this table of contents. and there's 658 pages in this thing. So I'm gonna scroll through here and hopefully find a wiring diagram that I need for these last few wires. So let's get to it. I'm not gonna lie, this right here is going to take forever. Look at this. I am scrolling. I gotta do this and find out where this dang wiring diagram is, man. So I'm gonna be here for a while. Luckily it's raining outside at least. I'm not wasting all my time, but I'm still wasting some time, man. So I'm gonna have fun doing this, man. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video and search for this. I don't even know what to say, guys, man. I've been scrolling through this thing forever, right? This service manual has 658 pages. Of course, the page I'm looking for is on 608. You know how long I had to scroll through this to get to 608? And then look what I got. Look at it. Can I get you closer? Look at that. I gotta try and read that. Man, it's gonna take forever, man. So 4 wires, that's all I got. I asked the forums, I asked Facebook, I asked Instagram. Nobody could give me a good one, and I got this black and white thing. So I'm gonna get to it, man. Obviously, that's gonna take a long time. I'm gonna try and blow it up on the big screen and figure out these wires out. Let's go. All the pieces have finally been painted and they are ready to get back on to the bike. I've got the clutch cover, the stator cover, the water pump, and the front sprocket cover. They do have some small imperfections, but they will work for now. I'll most likely take them and get them powder coated, maybe later, maybe an oil change or two, or when I do the valve adjustment, you can see some of the imperfections. But for now, I am completely cool with it. The front sprocket cover will not go on right away because I still have to get the chain put on. I'm gonna take it to the shop so they can do the whole crimping with it. I don't have that tool. Here go the new gaskets ready to go, and let's get them put on the bike. I've got all the pieces on the bike. The stator cover is on, the water pump is on. I've got the clutch cover on. You can see that right there. I put fluids in the bike. You can see the radiator has the pink water wetter in it. I've got the Power Commander. Power Commander 5 is in. I've got brand new spark plugs. Air box is on top. It's not tied down yet just because my tuner said there's gonna make some kind of change down there. So I'm not gonna tie it on yet, but the weather sucks today. I'm gonna see if I can take this thing outside and get it started. Hopefully the weather will cooperate for a few seconds. I'm gonna drop the tank on, drop the battery on, drop the cluster on just so I can, see everything, and hopefully give this thing, oh man, give this button right here a push, man. I'm actually kind of nervous, guys. I'm kind of nervous. It's been a long time coming. So let me go ahead and set up outside before the rain comes too hard, and let's get it going. All right, guys, I am outside. I got the fuel line put on. I got the battery connected. I got the speedometer or the tachometer, whatever you want to call it, that's plugged in so I can see if there's any lights. Yeah, I've got those things hooked on. It's time to see if it starts. Key in. Okay. I'm gonna let the fuel run a little bit. In this tank, I use non-ethanol gas, so the gas should last longer theoretically. So yeah, I'm gonna have to set you guys down for a second since I don't have nobody hold this camera, and I have to hold the clutch is in. All right, so let's give it a start.
You suck! Oh, don't cry, are you?
What's going on, guys? So I'm gonna go ahead and make this the end of the video, man. It's raining outside. As you can see, the bike did not start, so it's kind of disappointing. I was hoping that I would get something out of it. It actually didn't even turn over, which is actually slightly concerning. I mean, I've had this engine sitting in the crate for over a year now, so it's definitely out of warranty already. So, man, I don't know. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I said, I've never done this before, so I'm gonna try and figure it out, and hopefully we're gonna get it going. But unfortunately, I gotta leave you guys with a failed start. It happens, man. It happens to the best of us. So I'll catch you guys next week as I work on this bike some more. And gosh, my heart hurts, man. My heart hurts. She turned me down, man. I asked her out on a date. She said, nah, man. But anyway, hey, look, anyway, like, subscribe, comment, all that. I appreciate you guys' support, man, watching my videos, asking me questions. If you have any questions about a swap on what I'm doing, like I said, I'm no professional, but I can tell you what I would do. So definitely hit me up. I see you guys hitting me up on the email. And I got beef with some of y'all. Some kid hit me up on my email, literally like not even like middle school, I think. And my end video, I got Gmail spelled wrong. I'm gonna post it real quick right here. Come on, guys. I got at least 2,000 views. I mean, I don't have a lot of views. I got at least 2,000 views on some of these videos. I've got 100 subscribers, and none of y'all saw that my Gmail was spelled wrong? Come on, man. Anyway, I'm gonna get that fixed, but I'm out of here, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get some sleep, work on this bike for the next week, and hopefully get it started. So I'll see y'all next time. Y'all have a good one.